Great team win. I thought when the game got close, I thought our kids did a great job of staying poised and executing on the offensive end and still coming up with stops. So great team win for us.
Very good. Thank you, Coach. Questions for the athletes?
Jackie, what's it mean for you after all you've been through to be right back in the semifinals, still in the hunt? What's this mean for you?
No, it means a lot. It feels really, really good sitting in this seat and just looking out with the win. It feels really good. I couldn't be more proud of our girls.
Brooke, can you talk a little about what you guys were able to do defensively in the first half? I know you're face guarding one against somewhere to Cedar Falls and kind of really locked down on them early to kind of set the tone for the game.
We definitely did. I knew my job coming to this game was just to try and lock her down, and I stayed on her the whole time. And it was definitely a team defense, though, because we had other adjustments we had to make in the game that were different from Cedar Falls. And when I got picked and I had to switch out and someone else had to stick her, so it was the whole team playing really good defense.
How tough is it to chase around a player like that for 40 minutes?
It's tiring. I mean, it's definitely tiring, but I enjoy it. It's what I do best, and so I like doing it.
They went on some runs. I think they cut it to 2 twice in the first half and 4 twice in the second half. What did you guys do defensively to get that separation again?
Just get stops, one possession at a time. A big emphasis was rebounding, and I thought that was huge in this game. We were able to get a couple over-the-back calls, and securing the ball on the rebound was huge.
Amber, you finished one shy of a career high today. Your thoughts on what you're able to do inside with the 23 points and the 10 rebounds as well?
It's all credit to my teammates. They found me. But it was just, it's a great team win, and we had it all down the boards for everybody on this team, so.
Do you feel like you guys were making more of an emphasis to attack the hoop on offense in this game than you guys have done in the past, maybe? Or?
Yeah, especially when we knew who was in foul trouble and who wasn't. We really wanted to go north and south, and, some girls stepped up and did that.
Jackie, they make a big run there, and I think you get it to 4. You come right down and hit a 3. Is that kind of a senior thing, a moment and all where you just, want the ball and kind of feel comfortable in that spot?
At any point in the game, my teammates know I'll want the ball, and I'm going to try to make something happen for us as a team. But, in that moment, it's no different than any other time in terms of you got to take what the defense gives you. You never want to force anything. But I'm, going to stay aggressive, and whether that's to engage 2 defenders and hit the open girl or look for my shot, I'm just going to keep reading the defense.
I know, Amber, you had some injury issues earlier in the season. It seemed like towards the end of the season you'd seen an increase in minutes and such. Just as a senior, your thoughts on being able to produce the way you're doing right now here in the stretch run?
I give it credit to my coaches because they really pushed me, and, they helped me get in the gym and get extra time with me and help me get back into a flow. So.
How do you like that lineup with you and Jen starting alongside each other with the 2 bigs?
It's fun. We did it in the summertime in our summer league, so I was really excited when we started that.
Amber, talk a little bit about now turning the page to Wichita State. What do they bring? And talk about maybe the intensity they bring or just a physical style they play.
They bring both physicalness and intensity, but we're lucky to have a third chance at them, and we're ready. So.
What did you learn from the first 2? Maybe not X's and O's, but just maybe tempo, or what do you learn by playing a team a couple times?
It really came down to getting the loose balls and rebounding, and I think that's going to be a huge key tomorrow in the game, so we're going to really focus on that.
I know, Jackie, you've had a lot of success from the free throw line throughout your career. The team in general has struggled at times this year to be able to close it out, I think, with 12 or 14 consecutive free throws there, those last 2 minutes. How big was that to keep the lead?
That was huge, and it was great to see some of the other girls get fouls and step up and hit those shots. I was really proud of them, and I know that we're capable of that all year long, but you want to be playing your best and feeling your best in March, and I think that's where our girls are at right now.
Okay, we have time for one more for the girls. We're good? Okay, ladies, you
Thank
can
you. Thank you.
Thanks.
head to the locker room. Thank you. Okay, questions for Coach Warren?
Well, Coach, just your thoughts on the start your team got off to. I think you held them scoreless for the first 6 minutes and were able to lead this thing from start to finish.
The number one thing that we talked about was taking care of the basketball and just offensive execution, just letting our offense come and taking what defense gave us. I thought we did a great job of that, and I thought we was very in tuned on the defensive end. We wanted to make sure that we did not allow their defense to create some of their offense, and I thought for the most part we did that.
In the first half, their post players combined for 2 points, and they've been a big part of their offense of late. It seemed like you must have frustrated them in the other 2 meetings as well. Just talk about your game plan against those 2.
Well, because they're extremely physical and they really like to go inside, but then they have a very good shooter with Munn on the outside, we really wanted to trap off of one of their non-shooters. And I thought we did a very good job of doing that and causing them a lot of problems. We started with that, and then a little bit later we went to where we were trapping with our posts. So we were trapping with our bigs, just trying to mix it up on them. But they're very, very good. They're extremely physical, and they can score when they get it down there. And we have a tendency sometimes to get in foul trouble. So we wanted to try to just keep trapping and make them make decisions.
Coach, what are your thoughts on the way Amber's developed throughout the season? I know earlier in the year it seemed like there would be a lot of games where she'd get into foul trouble, she had limited minutes and such. It seems like the last couple games I've seen her play, it seems like she's kind of taken another step forward here.
Amber's had a very good last month of the season, to be quite honest, and it has everything to do with now she's healthy, and she's really been putting in the extra time. I think she's starting to understand that her basketball career is coming to a close, and she wants to make sure that she goes out on the right note. But it has to do with her being healthy and the time that she's been putting in outside of practice.
You guys were plus 10, I think, on the rebounding battle, and Amber, almost a career day offensively. How big was her game for your team to advance today?
She was tremendous. Not only did she defend and rebound for us, but she scored for us. And when this team has offensive balance, and we either keep the rebounding margin close or we win it, we've come away with the W. That was again an emphasis, and it starts. One of our things that we talked about is we have to get paint touches, and I thought we did a good job of that.
How big of a concern were the turnovers going into a game against a team like Wichita State with what they do on the defensive end?
Well, the number one emphasis is going to be we can't let their defense create their offense, and we have to value the basketball against them. But we're excited for this opportunity. We're looking forward to this opportunity. They're very, very good. They're well coached. They defend. They have 2 of the best guards in the league. But we'll be ready. We're excited for this opportunity. We just have to make sure we value the basketball, and we cannot allow their offense to create their defense to create their offense. And we have to keep the rebounding battle close.
Final questions for Coach Warren? Okay, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you.